All right, so what am I doing in the swimming pool? So I'm not actually in the pool, but I've got a problem. If you look over my shoulder, you can see a LED light fixture in the wall. And it is a Pentair Intellibrite 5G, I think they call it. It's their color changing LED light fixture. And I've had it in the pool for almost 4 years, about 4 years. Since the pool got rebuilt, and that LED module controller failed the other day. So first instinct was, well, I know I'm out of warranty, so this is gonna cost. Went to Pentair website and started looking at some of the folks that sell it, and it is ridiculous. We're talking $500+. I think just the LED control fixture is in that $450 mark, and so I figured I'd do a quick Google search, see if there's any other options. Well, I came across a product made by a company called Florida Sunseeker. If you go to FLALED.com, you can find full light assemblies that they do. Wish I knew about that before. And you can also find LED aftermarket upgrade kits, and that's what I'm talking about today. Cheaper, better, and I'm going to be putting it in so that we can see what this looks like from the consumer perspective. I'm a consumer, and I'm going to do the replacement myself. That's a big deal because if you've got a swimming pool, you know how much it costs to get a technician to come do repairs on your pool. The fact that I can do this myself is huge, and it's a huge money saver. And what really excites me about this light fixture is that it is a dramatic upgrade in technology to the Pentair module. So I'm gonna kind of splice together some videos so you can see the process. Okay, not looking at me, but looking at what I'm gonna use to do the upgrade. So I got a socket set in case I need it. I got a screwdriver pair, both Phillips and slotted flathead, and then the parts that Florida Sunseeker sent me for the upgrade. We've got a new O-ring, a new gasket. Anytime you pull out that light fixture and open it up, you're supposed to replace the gasket. It comes with the kit. We've got some replacement mounting bolts, and one is brass as opposed to the stainless that it originally came with to kind of avert bonding, and then the light fixture itself. So when I pull out the other light fixture, and you can see this on Florida Sunseeker's website, but this is a dramatic difference. You've got even distribution of LEDs across this disc, and wait till you see it compared to the Pentair version. It's a little goofy, and when you have the light fixture on with the original, you can see that the light LED modules are down in the bottom section of the control module, which just doesn't make sense for light distribution. So really excited about this. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out, and we'll take a look at the simplicity of replacement. Okay, that is my target right there. We are going to pull out that Pentair module. It's actually really easy. You undo a single screw at the top edge, hey dogs, and pull the light fixture and set it up onto the deck. I'm gonna put a towel down just because I don't want to scratch anything. And the dog's just checking for safety. And once I get it out and set up on the deck, we'll take a look inside. Okay, so literally one Phillips head screw holding the light unit in, pulled the screw out, and the light fixture pulls outward, and I've set it up on the deck. Of course, I've got power removed at the breaker, should anyone not think of that. And I've just set it up on the deck, so I'm gonna take it apart. I've got the Phillips head, which was for taking it out of the wall. I think I'm gonna use it inside the housing. Got a 7/16 and a 3/8 so that I can take it apart. I'm gonna go ahead and take it apart. We'll see what it looks like inside. Okay, good news, no water penetration, but let's take a look. There's the new O-ring and the probably gasket, if I'm using the wrong term, and then the fixture. So again, look at that. What? Seriously, those are the LED fixtures. Does that make much sense? Or does that make sense? All right, so all I need to do now is pull these 4 bolts, which are not going to get used again, pull the cushioning, which is not going to get used again, and put in the new fixture onto this grounding nut. So I'll have it back together here in a sec. Okay, it is game time, but before I do the final reveal on the install, not fully installed, you'll see in a second, let me talk a little bit about what I've done for automation. I've got the Lutron Caseta smart home switches throughout the house, and in the pool room, we've got some switches for fan, ceiling fans, exhaust fan, humidity fan, and then we've also got some switches for ceiling lights. This one is for the swimming pool light. I can, of course, turn it on, turn it off, but let's make it a little bit more fun. Let's make our way over to the construction zone here. And since I'm recording with the iPhone, I've got the iPad out because I use Apple Homekit. Here's the installed fixture, right? Pretty straightforward. If we look at Apple Homekit, it talks to the Lutron Caseta system through a hub that connects to my router, and I can just simply touch swimming pool light, and I've got a swimming pool light. How about that? Now for the fun part, I'm going to put this together, replace that all-important gasket. Look at that little party mode going on. And I am going to put it back in the pool, show you final product. But let's go ahead and turn it off. All right, I'm back, and we've got a finished product. Turned out great. Florida Sunseeker, you guys took an idea and just made it better. Smarter engineering, looking at what Pentair did wrong. I would imagine their failure rate is because of heat problems. They didn't have a heat sink. They basically had a copper backplate, and you guys added a purpose-built heat sink to help dissipate that energy or that heat that's been created from LEDs. You've got a round disc with evenly dispersed LEDs. It's just an overall smarter design. The other thing that I'm thrilled about is that you're obviously hitting the minimum load requirements necessary for smart home technology and smart home switches to be able to operate an LED fixture that uses very low wattage. So I've got it on steady blue right now. You guys say 300% brighter, 3x brighter. I think that's probably the case. We'll know for sure tonight when we're not competing with the daylight. But overall, I'm really thrilled with the results. So thank you so much. You're half the price. You're made in America, small business. So there's a lot of satisfaction in knowing that we're helping a company like yours. So thank you so much. One final nerd integration is you saw that I've got smart home control through Apple HomeKit. Well, I got it through Alexa too. Alexa, turn off the swimming pool light.
Okay.
Thanks so much, guys.